Hey everybody, and welcome back to the CoGPod. This is the missing episode number 33 for your listening pleasure while we're out this week. Hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next time.
Reaching for the stars, run away with me.
I hope you're done singing.
Another place. We rely on each other.
You are no Kenny Rogers, I'll tell you that.
That is the Fugees.
No.
Hey, Roger.
It wasn't even the Fugees that redid it, Ghetto Superstar.
Nick, shut the fuck up.
Shh.
Wait. I can hear that echo.
It wasn't?
No, it wasn't.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Why'd you hear that echo?
From you.
Yeah,
You think so?
We could hear us through your headphones. All right.
Ah!
Just Google it while you're waiting for them to get in here.
Googly this.
What are you
Ghetto
Googling?
Superstar. Just Google that. That's not even how you spell it. God dang it, Lucas.
Superstar.
What do you need Ghetto Superstar
Because
for?
that's what he was singing.
Maya, that's who it was.
And
Ghetto
old
Superstar.
Praz
That is what
no, it's
you
actually
are.
Praz featuring Maya
And
and
ODB, which is
What's
not
the-
anybody from the
what's-
Fugees.
Whatever. It's
What's the
Lauren
name
Hill.
of the site we use?
Google.
Google.com.
Appear.in.
Thank you.
I
I got it.
that. Now everybody's gonna know.
Why don't you bookmark it, you scrub?
Yeah, right.
Because I
Just
don't
put it on your
bookmark
toolbar.
shit.
You
No, I don't.
you should.
That makes it cluttered.
So does
Well-
your voice.
Well, you need it.
Nick, where's your face at? Is that a growler?
Reach over there and turn that light on.
I've been in here in ages. I just turned it off.
I figured as much.
Just turned it off so I could
So what is
I
that?
could rub one out.
Is that a growler? Damn it, Nick. I saw
Yes.
a first world problems today
Scoot over
or
there.
yesterday
Shit snacks.
on Reddit, and it said, "Jesus Christ," and it said,
She said, Jesus Christ.
"Oh, hold on, somebody's got."
Has everyone got their mics off on the...
No,
What's up,
Video
Larry?
thing?
Doesn't.
No.
What are you
Don't
doing,
do
Cat?
it. Don't do it.
Look at this thing.
Man, they used to be camera shy. Now they're on every show.
I know. First world problems said that guy remote started his car and decided to rub one out before going out, and when his car was warming up, and didn't realize until he got out there that his Bluetooth connected, and so it was playing over his speakers the whole time.
What was playing over the speakers?
Porn
Oh, no. Where was he at?
in his house, but
Oh.
his car out in the,
Oops.
I mean, I didn't ask him all questions. It was just
Who was this?
somebody on Reddit.
Oh. I like how I didn't hear
Someone
any of the
is
stories.
Christ.
I had to re-say it like 7 times.
Oh my god!
It was the guy doing an AMA on the situation.
Right? Like, hold on, my
So you
wife has
can
some
ask.
questions for you.
Yeah.
Where were you?
No.
Oh, what kind of porn was it? Oh.
Dubby, any other thing that you could do would be better. He's hanging from the window like this, just dangling.
Hey.
That's like that
Stop.
cat poster hang in there.
Yeah. That's what oh, now he's just going back and forth between the blinds to make.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you.
And he's like, that's the noise he makes.
Hey.
He's doing some sweet
When
ASMR.
he's super hyped, he's
Yeah. Did you hear him?
no, don't cry.
Come here.
What a little bitch.
Come here.
I don't know if it's just the lighting, but you look like you're dressed up like a Jedi, Grim.
It does.
You
look
do.
It's because of the toilet bowl around his neck there.
Oh my god, he is a Jedi.
Oh.
The white makes it look like
Sith
the robe.
Lord
Yeah.
Grim.
Oh my god! No, Jedi.
Oh, Jedi
Because
Grim.
it's the white. He's got the white robes.
That's
on
true.
Did you guys watch that movie, by the way?
Yes.
I
I
haven't.
did.
Grim, don't tell Grim.
We're not going to tell anybody anything, but I am going to give my rating.
I do have to say
As
one thing that
generically
won't
as
spoil
possible.
anything.
Okay.
Well, actually, it might spoil one thing, but it's not important.
Don't do it. I don't want
No,
you
no.
to.
It's
Fuck off.
it's tiny. It's tiny.
No, I don't care. I don't
Take your
want it.
headphones off.
Yeah, cover your ears or something for a second.
Cover your ears and go la
No,
la
because
la.
everyone else will hear.
No.
Yeah, they've seen it already.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna say it. That's your last warning.
Grim.
I like the part. It made me laugh where Yoda was like, "Fuck those books," and burned down the library.
Yeah, that was
man. Yeah, it was better when the Emperor came back, and then Darth Vader, and
good. Now
yeah.
you're just making up shit.
Hey.
He's lying, Grim. None of that.
Wasn't it
happened.
cool how they made that clone
They all
army
had
of just
no
Darth
hands?
Vaders?
Yeah, and then they had a ghost battle with Darth Maul. And
I know, that was weird.
Grim almost spit his beer
I tell you,
He won
has to
because he
the
could be
worst
two places
fucking
at
bad
once.
guy ever. Please don't ever bring him up ever again.
What, Darth Maul?
Darth
Yeah.
Red Paint.
Darth Red Paint?
Oh, man. He has the best line in X-Men, though. That same guy.
He's in X-Men. Oh.
He's the frog. The Toad, whatever his name
Frog.
Oh.
is. The Toad.
Ribbit.
Was it Toad? It was just Toad. That was his name. In the first X-Men. The one that had the
What
tongue.
was his line?
The one where,
He
oh no,
does.
it wasn't his line. It was actually...
No, Storm said it
Storm's
to
line
him.
when
I know what
she-
you're
yeah.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But the reason that line...
What line? What is it?
You know what happens when you electrocute a toad? The same thing that happens to everything else or some shit like that, right?
That was
It
the
a horrible
worst.
line. But the reason is because apparently they cut a bunch of his lines from the movie and he said like that was his catchphrase, like, you know what happens when something something, and he like do his little tongue thing.
That's fucking lame.
Yeah. So they cut all his lines, but they kept hers in at the end, which killed him.
See, I had heard a different story.
Oh,
God
really?
damn it, Silent
Oh,
Hill. We watched
Silent
that the
Hill.
other day.
Did you know
That
that was
story-
coming?
That plot makes no sense when you rewatch it. Did the game make any sense?
Yes,
Oh, yeah. Lots of
Uh,
sense.
The movie makes
It
no sense.
Wait,
does,
you can hear
but it's
Tito,
very
too.
deep.
He's alone downstairs, so he howls. If he's not alone, he doesn't howl.
God,
Why
that
is
would
there
be
so much
terrifying.
fucking weird noises in New York? Like, is there always something weird going on?
Yeah,
There's the wind
in New York
down.
City. That's when they go tell Jimmy to grab the crank.
And he just goes flying. Oh, I can hear myself. Oh, Grim
Is
had
that
his
still me?
headphones off.
No.
It's Grim. Watch,
Is it?
because my voice is coming through Grim's.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Grimm's was activating.
Activate it.
Mine's activating because the siren.
Oh, that's possible.
Man,
Say
it's
something
still
real
winding down.
Bah.
Now we're
Now everyone's dying.
Jesus Christ. What was I going to look? Oh, yeah, the Storm thing. X-Men Storm's awful line.
Oh,
Nick, you look
I am-
triggered by the sirens.
heard Holly Berry. Is that the girl who played her?
Yeah, Halle
Yeah,
Berry.
Halle Berry.
Yeah, I heard she was like being a real bitch, complaining she didn't have enough lines, so they gave her a really crappy line and made her say it.
I wouldn't doubt it. She seems like she's probably a bitch because she's so gorgeous. Like, you're allowed to be a bitch when you look like that.
Okay,
Mario.
so according to something I
Why
just
are
read,
you cheese and rice? I just
famously,
noticed.
what?
Someone said
His
Jesus
name
Christ.
is Cheese
earlier.
and Rice.
Cheese and
Oh,
rice.
cheese and rice. Cheese and it's the cops.
So apparently it's famously a leftover line from an original draft of the script in which Toad uses rhetorical quips about toads regularly as somewhat of a catchphrase.
I'm glad they cut all that shit.
In context, Storm's line is witty because it references the prior lines and then subverts the viewer's expectation on the puns for a payoff. But with those lines removed, it just is nonsensical. Yeah.
Well, I suppose they
So it's
couldn't
like-
refilm that afterwards.
It's like the opposite of Chekhov's gun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what Chekhov's gun is?
No.
It's like a film.
No.
They talk about it in Cult Popture podcast a lot, the film one, where basically if you make a setup in a movie, you have to pay it off. So, like, if you show something at the beginning of a movie for a reason, then later you have to like reference it back or show why you set it up. And that's completely the opposite of it. So it's like there's a payoff, but no setup. What?
Sure.
Am I the only one who saw that?
What for? You
I
look to
don't
me like
know.
I ran over your cat.
Nix saw something, but I don't know what.
It's my. Oh,
I'm losing my mind.
I'm wearing the clown shirt.
That's not what it was, but that is damn cool.
What happened? Oh my God, Grim!
Oh, you caught it that time.
Was it Mr. Burns?
No, it was the scared smiley.
No, it's a scared face. How
Oh,
did you do that?
I just glanced, like, oh God.
Oh. How did you do that?
I just
Oh, stickers. How funny.
I'm getting so triggered. Ah!
Oh my God. Luke,
Say what?
you make a really good sausage gravy. So, Nick, tell us what you saw
On the video?
on the video, and then Luke can tell you if it's good or not.
I mean,
Well, it was more. It's this really disgusting guy who likes to get food from the Dollar Tree, whatever that is.
Oh, we have the.
Okay,
we
wait.
literally have a Dollar
Okay,
General
hold on.
4 feet from here.
this is a thing apparently that Dollar Tree is a completely different thing, and
Okay.
the guys on the Disc Golf podcast talked about it the other day. They were like, "Oh, all I did today was I went to Dollar Tree and Whole Foods, and those are the only two places I went." I'm like,
Those are complete opposite type
And
of
then-
stores.
Yeah,
And the
they
one
seem
guy-
like it would be.
"Yeah, I know." And the one guy, Robin, said that, and then Joe was like, "That's the only place I went today too." And it's like those two. I'm like, "What?
How random.
So what is Dollar Tree like?" It looks like it's always
It's
been like a
Dollar
Dollar
General.
General sort of thing, but
It is.
but apparently they have food and drink and stuff there.
A few, but not
Yeah.
many.
It's I picture it's like our Dollarama. And
Basically,
I'm like,
yeah.
if you
yeah.
want to fast track your poisoning and intestinal worms, then yeah, this is where you go.
But I mean, these guys live in like Sonoma, California, and I'm wondering what the deal is. Like, why Dollar Tree is a thing that people go to. Party supplies.
It's literally a dollar store. That's all it is.
Well, I mean, they have them here, but
Oh.
Yeah.
This is
Party
the other
supplies.
question I have. How much are eggs where you live?
what? We get an 18 pack of large, and I
We
think
get
for like
extra large.
2.5,
Yeah, like $3.
$2.50.
Okay. Wherever this guy takes the video from, he gets he gets a dozen extra large eggs for 89 cents.
Dang.
Damn.
Yeah.
He probably shops at Aldi. Whatever.
Yeah, ours are like 4 something.
So like 3 for us.
Yeah, I guess that would be right. Yeah.
I mean, about.
I
but
always
still,
forget there's like
for
a
12.
yeah.
Wow, that's pretty expensive.
So how did this guy make this gravy?
He
Oh, yeah,
took
so wait,
this
what-
like
So wait, what kind of
dollar
gravy?
sausage.
So it's
Yeah.
like breakfast sausage gravy, right? Like biscuits and gravy,
he
white
made
gravy.
he made biscuits and gravy
Okay.
and eggs. So he
man.
took like this 50-cent package of sausage they have at Dollar Tree. He fried that up, threw some flour in, some black pepper. He put Worcestershire sauce in it.
Really?
Ew.
Interesting.
And then he just dumped a thing of milk in it.
That's pretty much it.
I mean, that's really all you do, minus the Worcestershire sauce.
I've never made. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to trying.
He said it sounds weird, but everyone who tries it that way likes it, so I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely not the norm, but I wouldn't be opposed to trying it.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, a little cayenne maybe.
Worcestershire sauce, I guess, is a close relative of fish sauce, isn't it?
It is. It's actually fermented, I believe, if I remember right.
And it is from fish, isn't it?
I think so. I saw something on Food Network one time about how they made Worcestershire sauce, and it blew me away. There's like 50 ingredients, and it takes like a month to make.
God.
And it's very, because it was very similar. I saw them how they made fish sauce in like clay pots, and they fermented out, and I was like, that's really weird. But I'm pretty sure it is. Like, if you look up how to make
It
Worcestershire
smells
sauce.
pretty bad, but fish sauce is so delicious.
Oh, it's gross.
It's so good. I don't know why.
People that eat like fumet, I'm like, oh, I don't know how you do that. Ugh.
I don't know.
Fan. You know, like the fish stock soup. But yeah, white gravy is my jam.
Luke's is so good.
I mean, it's basically that. I'm
going to have to try and make it.
I mean,
maybe tomorrow.
If you get breakfast sausage, it's pretty much it. You breakfast sausage, you sprinkle flour in to soak up the oil to make a roux. The grease to make a roux, and then
milk and pepper.
Yeah, that's really it.
The only thing that scares me away from that kind of recipe is I 100% don't drink milk. So whenever I get milk, you end up wasting a lot of milk. I just throw it out.
You'll be fine.
So
just make a big batch, or also keep it for,
or buy a small milk. I suppose.
Yeah, just get a smaller thing of
just
milk.
a pint of milk.
Yeah. Like a little baby milk from a baby cow.
But also make sure you have enough, because if you put too much flour, you're going to need a lot of milk.
Sack of flour.
Yeah, sack of flour and a gallon of milk. Sorry, a liter. I don't know how much you guys get up there. What do you?
I think we get to like 2 liter milks or something like that.
No, 2 liter would be
it's got to be a liter. It's got to be a liter of milk. It can't be 2 liters.
Well, a liter
That's what our pop comes in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't buy milk, so.
We get gallon milk jugs here, and then you get half gallons.
When I need milk, I just go stab a cow in the udder and let it come out.
Oh, God. You gotta sieve the blood out, though.
Yeah, I just have strawberry milk.
Oh, God. Wait, what's chocolate milk then?
What's chocolate milk? Stab it in the butt.
Gross.
Come on.
Man, I want biscuits and gravy now tomorrow.
Yeah, let's all have baskets.
Baskets and gravy.
Baskets and gravy.
Let's have some baskets and gravy.
Jesus Christ.
I'm on my way to the store to grab some baskets and gravy.
Oh, interesting fact. Do you know what the word curry actually means?
No.
It's
Sauce?
Hindi for gravy.
Ah.
That makes sense.
Well, salsa is
Which
also
is really
sauce.
all it is.
Yeah.
What's that?
Salsa is also just sauce.
Is that the
That's
Mexican
Spanish for
word
sauce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Learn a lot.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then, so like the chunky stuff you see is not salsa at all. It's pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo. Which I prefer.
Which
What
never
that
made
stands
sense
for?
because that means pieces of chicken.
That's true. Doesn't make
Because
sense.
gallo is a cock.
That's true.
Is a rooster.
That's true. That doesn't make sense now that you say it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Pieces
it's
of a
just like
rooster.
referring to the shape of it or something. I don't know.
Rooster pieces. Let's have some rooster pieces with this.
Weird.
And that's the origin of the candy Reese's Pieces. Rooster Pieces. And now you know the rest of the story.
Yeah. Nice. My grandma used to listen to that shit.
I used to listen to that.
Steve Harvey? No, not Steve Harvey. Was it?
Yeah.
Paul Harvey.
I don't think it was
Harvey.
Steve Harvey. It was Paul Harvey.
Paul Harvey, yeah. Steve Harvey's the black guy that does
Yeah.
Family Feud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that guy very much at all.
No. He's
Should I just lay him over there?
maybe.
Okay, hold these. Because I really can't just hold him the whole time while I'm trying to do stuff.
Hold my beer.
My beer.
Just let it happen, Dottie.
Nick, if you talk, it'll be like I hear you 3 times now.
Hello, hello, hello.
Whoa, worked.
Oh, that reminds me of another story.
Oh no.
This one's very recent and not supernatural. But I put voice chat via walkie-talkies in my game.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a number of people who come to the office and test, and I don't go there. But I happened to be there this one time, thank God. Because they were testing, and the voice chat was working flawlessly. It's push to talk. Anyway, the host of the game left before the game was over. So they went back to the main menu, but I hadn't written in anything on that level to turn off the push to talk, so it was stuck on.
Oh.
And they were in the same room, so it started feedback looping.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
And they didn't know what to do, and I'm like, turn your speakers off, you dummies.
God bless it.
What do we do? Stop the noise.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah,
Turn
exactly.
it off.
Because they were
That's
like
hilarious.
probably about 3 seconds away from blowing their speakers.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And
yeah,
and
because
starts
it'll ramp up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the first thing you do when that starts happening. You're like, unplug something.
just reach for it.
Turn it off.
Well, you know, with people who aren't familiar with computers at all, they're like terrified of everything.
Mm-hmm.
They think that everything they could possibly do could be catastrophic.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm gonna break it.
I'm glad.
Nick, I
recorded
started
stories.
doing the Yeah, we have them. We can put them in as extras. So I started doing the Atkins again, starting on the 1st.
Isn't that the dangerous one?
No, it's not that dangerous.
They're all dangerous. Depends on who you ask.
Isn't it where you just eat grapefruit all the time?
No, it's where you don't eat. You eat as few
I think
carbs
that's the
as you
South
can.
Beach diet. I think.
Or the Paracone diet. There's a couple of different ones.
Paris Hilton
The
diet.
Santa Clarita diet.
You don't want to eat that one. So I've lost 4 pounds since Thursday.
Wow.
I took a crap earlier and lost 4 pounds.
So is it the same as the keto thing, or?
It's very close, but you eat probably a few more carbs than the keto people do. They're more extreme, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think.
I want to try that because I can just eat like steaks upon steaks upon steaks.
Yeah.
Eat all the meat you want and all the cheese you want.
I just want beef jerky.
Eat all that.
But you know what? If you just ate all the meat you wanted and pretty much nothing else, you would lose weight anyway.
Yeah.
Because meat has like almost no calories.
Yeah, it's like all protein.
Yeah.
So.
That's just expensive.
So I guess anyone could do it anytime.
I think they supplement it with ketamine. That's why it's the keto.
Well, the problem with carbs is the way that they're processed in your body. They process the same as sugar does, and so that's why you retain water.
The problem with carbs is they're fucking delicious. That's the problem.
They are delicious, and you want to kill yourself.
They're processed that way
because
because they are complex sugar.
I got a big vat of carbs cooking out there right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard. I wonder if the dark circles under my eyes are that low carb flu that you kind of get, because I've been sneezing for a couple of days and been kind of sick for a couple of days.
Maybe.
I think you just caught my flu from last week.
Yep.
Through the radio waves.
The what? The radio?
The radio waves.
I was going to do it, but I'm glad we didn't because it would have been fucking miserable because I was just like snorting and snot.
You should have just told us. We're like, oh, can we put it off because we're just fucking lazy? And you're like, oh, thank God I'm dying.
I tried to do it as much as I can. And I thought, well, I could probably do it. But then once I was sitting there afterwards, I was like, I couldn't have done that.
You're like, maybe not. Jesus.
It's like drinking and driving. You start driving, then you're like, oh, I should be doing this.
We do not condone drinking and driving.
Yeah, especially me. I especially don't.
Mm-hmm.
What's new, pussycat?
Yeah, you're welcome. That's going to come out sometime during the episode, and it's going to be the title.
We're getting a new piece of gear. This might interest you. Do you know Tascam?
No, what is that?
Mics?
Mm-mm.
It's the big handheld mics that have two little microphones that cross on the top, and they're for recording sound effects.
Oh, okay.
So we've got one of those on the way.
I've seen those. That's what the Zoom mics look like. Also, they make them
Zoom?
like that. Zoom, Z-O-O.
Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
They're probably more consumer based though, because
Yeah.
they're like the portable ones you can buy and like take around to do interviews and field.
I imagine you could use this for that too.
Yeah.
At its top quality, this one can store internally 64 hours of sounds.
Wow.
So
yeah,
that's quite a bit.
It's got an expanded, yeah.
Richard,
so it's going to be pretty
has
good.
a Zoom that I was going to use for that.
When we
did that forum.
Yeah.
The podcast thing.
You're not going to sign up to do it again
DreamHack?
this year, are you?
I'm not doing anything.
I can't even sign up to do DreamHack. I've been locked out since last year, and they even reset my password 2 or 3 times, and I still can't get in, so I can't even do it.
I bet it's because
can't do
that
it.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know the guy.
Well, Reed's in charge of it now, so I'm like, why don't you just assign it to me, Reed? You have all my info, bro.
Yeah, Reed's a busy guy. He's doing a lot of stuff. He's like a policeman and a mayor and a tech company
IT
guy.
and like running all the dream hacks. Like,
CTO.
Dude, you were way
How does
too
he
busy.
sleep?
He doesn't. He just drinks Monsters.
It's admirable.
Just
you know
drinks
what?
Monster.
I can relate to that.
That's what it is.
I can understand that. You know what my bedtime is these days?
Never?
6 a.m.
Oh.
What time do you
6
wake up?
a.m.
6 to 7 or sleeping
noon.
hours?
Oh, that's not bad. 6 hours?
6 hours is doable, but
it's all right.
It's going to catch up to
That's
you.
That's actually about what I get.
It's weird
being
to
honest
offset
here.
your schedule like that. Like if I went to bed earlier and woke up earlier, it would probably be more normal.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start basically being awake almost all at night, it's weird.
It messes up your internal clock, too.
Yeah, it does.
So we didn't
Your
get to.
circadian rhythm.
So you know how I'm real bad at time zones? So
Mm-hmm.
we were supposed to record Horrorcast number 2 yesterday, right?
Okay.
And we recorded with Cake Wolf starting at about 4:30, 4:45 to give us enough time to be done by 6. Japan is 14 hours ahead of us, which was 8 a.m. for Morpheus, right? So we're midway through recording with Cake Wolf, and I get a message from Morpheus. He's like, I'm ready. Where is everybody? And I'm like, what are you talking about? There's another hour left. And he's like, no, it's 8 o'clock here now. They don't do daylight savings time.
That's it. That's the trick.
So they're 13 hours ahead right now.
So wait, you
See,
do,
I
don't you?
No, they're
wouldn't have known
15
that.
hours ahead right now.
No,
I
Nick,
wouldn't
you
have known
do,
that.
right? You guys
Yeah,
do,
we
because
do
you're
it.
still 2 hours, right? Yeah. So, and
Ours never
when she
changes,
said
thank
it,
God.
when she said she was like, no, he's 14 hours ahead. I'm like, you know what?
Because we used to do session 8, and I knew for sure he was
Yeah.
14 ahead.
And I was like, I bet they don't do daylight savings.
See, that's not your fault because I had no idea they didn't do that.
Yeah.
I've always said they're 12 hours different. I
Right.
always
So-
say that.
Right. That's
So we're going to try again next weekend.
I broke Morpheus yesterday, the day before.
What'd you do?
I have had him recording voice lines for my game.
Right.
And there was this one line, he did awesome on all of them, but there was this one line, and I don't know why, that he did like 30, 40 takes on,
Oh, God.
and it sounded so unnatural. Like, he was emphasizing words that are never emphasized.
it.
He probably got in his own head because he tried it so many times that you just
He
get
did.
crazy about it.
Yeah, he did. He was even like doing a commentary on like how he's like,
Oh,
so
God. Poor
Poor
guy.
guy.
You got the yips.
Got
And the
yips,
worst part
man.
is I didn't have time to listen to him for like 2 days. So he was like asking every day, if you listen to him yet? And I finally
Are
got
any
to
of them
last night.
usable?
Oh, man.
Only one. And it was
Jesus,
probably
poor
the
thing.
27th one in.
Ugh.
Poor
It,
guy.
it was like if I was going to say, hello, how are you today? He was doing like, hello, how are you today? Hello, how are you
Hello,
today?
how are
Yeah.
you today?
Yeah, it
You're like,
was-
are you a robot? What happened? His
Yeah,
brain
it's-
broke.
I'm keeping those. I want to put them up later so people can see. Because in the other ones, because I've got someone else doing it too, and I take like 3 or 4 words from this one and 3 or 4 words from that one, and I mix them all together. So I
Oh,
think
that's
eventually it'll
interesting.
be interesting to see what it's.
Well, if you ever need a
as.
robot character, you know he can do it.
His smooth, silky
His
robot
smooth
voice.
robot voice.
Yeah. I think he overthinks things. That must be.
Oh,
what
yeah.
it
Oh,
is.
definitely. He definitely does. He's very analytical.
I could listen to his voice all day, and I
I
know
know.
that sounds super gay, but
Deep.
it's not.
I wanted him to always stream like overnight for us, so we could call it Deep Nights with Morpheus. I really wanted that to be a thing.
Deep.
But he starts streaming at hour like 5 a.m. and I'm like, that's not even Deep Nights. That's just super early morning.
Yeah.
Darn.
That's like when the weirdos are out prowling and stuff.
Hey, that would work. Plenty of weirdos like stuff.
Yeah, but then we can't call it
Stuff.
Deep
Weirdos
Nights with
That's our new
Morpheus.
tagline, weirdos like stuff.
You should have heard me trying to describe for Cake Wolf's audience what our podcast was about. I was like, I don't,
It's impossible.
I don't even know.
It's like it's just nonsense.
And so Cake Wolf
Yeah.
was like, I equate it to Seinfeld because it's a show about nothing in particular, but is still funny
That's
and
probably
interesting.
accurate.
And then he was like, if you like Seinfeld, you'll probably like it. And his wife was like, I don't like Seinfeld.
And I was like, I don't like Seinfeld.
Like, bitch. Just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Are we
I
already
said the same.
started? Is this the
No, we
podcast?
haven't. We need to
No,
start because
okay.
we're going to just keep rambling
I
and
know.
not remember what the fuck we're doing.
Did I
which-
tell you about a cat that we used to have called Baby Doll? Did I ever
Mm-mm.
tell you that story?
No.
Well, in my previous house, Dad had it before I did, and he lived there on his own. And he had a couple of cats and a dog and all the regular animals he had, but
Goats
it's an
and
old
chicken.
house. Once upon a time, before it was a house, it was a stagecoach stop.
Ah.
So anyway, at night, he'd hear a baby crying upstairs. And then he'd go up and he couldn't find anything that would make that noise, and he started to think it was haunted. So
I was going to say, that's not terrifying at all.
Yeah. So then he opened up. There was in my old house, there was a bunch of secret passageways and hidden rooms. Like, in the back of the closet, there'd be another door that led to another room, or there was a door that led to a long hallway.
Why didn't we buy this house from him?
I told him I wanted to buy it.
Anyhow, he opened up one of the passageways that we hadn't really explored at any time. And, of course, what does he find in there but, like, an ancient baby's crib? So he's like, yeah, this is probably haunted. So
Probably
anyway,
haunted. Checks out.
I come back for the summer one time, and then I hear the noise because I thought he was just crazy. He don't believe in ghosts. He believes in aliens and shit, but he don't believe in ghosts. So if my dad says he thinks it might be haunted, that's pretty fucking serious.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear this noise, and it's just like a baby crying. Identical. And I'm like, oh my fuck,
Like,
he's serious.
Wait, how does a baby
How does
cry?
a baby cry? Obviously.
Yeah. I can see we're all familiar with babies here.
Yes. Yeah. Jesus.
I can't do
Anyway,
it. Can you do a good baby cry?
No.
No? Okay.
Not even
So
gonna
we
try.
go upstairs, and we're looking around, and then we see the cat baby doll lying on the bed. It didn't wake up because we came up really slowly. And it's one of those smushed in face cats, and when it snores, it sounds just like a baby. And that's what it was.
So is that how it got the name?
No.
It was already named that. That's creepy.
It was one of those cats that never grow big.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a tiny, tiny little smashed in face cat.
Do you know that Tay-Tay has a smashed-in face kitty that she hates? It's so mean to her, and it's really funny. All her posts on Instagram
really?
are about the cat being mean to her. It's really funny.
That's funny. I wonder if it makes her think her house is haunted.
Maybe.
That's the beginning of the hate.
Okay, tell us
Okay.
your story now, Nicola.
All right, you can use this right in the thing. It's not a problem. The second story I'm going to tell you, don't use that. But anyway, the first story is, well, that noise that you heard last week was the kid thumping it. Like he was definitely ridiculous.
It's like Chumbawamba.
Was he like basing out or him just running around the room?
Like
running
funny.
around,
Yeah.
stomping, running a bowling alley. I don't know what the fuck he does,
Yeah.
but anyway, and he also screams like you'll hear thud 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 thud, because he's clearly run into something because he's a fucking dummy. Anyway,
Ridiculous.
I knew something this
That's
week
you.
was
Oh, hold on.
off. You want me to stop?
Uh-huh. No, you're fine.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think something
So, yeah.
was off. So my landlord contacts me last night. He's like, when did your upstairs neighbors move out? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean they moved out?
Of course you're doing that right now.
They're doing like construction outside now. Do you
Yeah.
hear it?
Jesus Christ.
So your
Yeah.
upstairs neighbors just moved out randomly.
Sorry.
Yeah, they were like, they told the landlord, they're like, Christmas just got over not long ago. We're having a little hard time. Could we pay you rent a little late? And him being a nice guy, he's like, yeah. And he let it slide, a little bit. Anyway, they apparently Sunday, what's today? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Monday night, they moved out in the middle of the night. Never said a word.
Oh shit.
And screwed him for like 2, almost 3 months rent.
Dang.
Wow. That's very un-Canadian of them.
Yeah,
The immigrants?
it is. No.
Americans.
They
That
must
sounds
have
like a
been.
very American thing to
They have
do.
been. Apparently that
They were
happens
American
frequently.
immigrants.
One thing that happens in Yarmouth is people will move into a building that has everything included, not pay their rent, and then move out when spring comes.
Really?
Dang.
Because like heating a house, like my old house, it would cost me in 3 months of winter probably cost me $3,500 to heat it.
God.
Well, yeah, because
So-
it's so cold.
Yeah. Also, I had like
I died a little.
2.5 times more house than a single person needs to. But you gotta
Yeah,
heat
Yeah,
your
you
whole
did.
house or things explode. So,
Yeah. Pipes. and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, at least now you won't have the bumping around if they're gone.
Yeah, I know. I just hope they're getting progressively better because the first people up there were the people that I always complained about. They got kicked out. These people disappeared. Who knows where they are? Yeah. It's not a giant town.
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
You know, with what you get each time.
Yeah, that's true.
And who knows? Maybe Grim went and took care of them, air quotes.
Oh, maybe. You never know. That seems like something he might do. He probably wouldn't because it would help me.
That's true.
He wouldn't do that. But, yeah, that's the first story. The second one is I'm going to commit a crime tonight.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Timestamp at 4 minutes to not put this in the podcast.
Actually,
just stop
I don't
it right
really
there.
care.
If he says, I'm going to commit a crime tonight.
by the time anyone important hears this, it probably won't matter. I don't know if I told you or not, but I blew my brake lines the other day.
No.
Yeah, I was coming home from dropping a friend off late at night. And I started to come to a stop, luckily, about 20 meters before I have to stop because I'm a cautious driver. And the pedal went right to the floor. No brakes whatsoever.
That's terrifying.
Oh, God.
Luckily, I'm an adult.
Somebody's trying to kill you.
Wow, I think it's God. Because I've been causing him so much trouble that now that I'm on the verge of something good, he's trying to get me. Mm-hmm. Because I ain't giving him his props like those basketball players do. But anyway, luckily, one thing that comes with getting older is when something bad happens, you're not like, oh no, I'm freaking out. You're like, well, of course. Why wouldn't this happen, you know? Like,
yeah, what else?
Like, why would this not happen? Like, you're just not surprised.
Were you going up a hill slightly at least?
No, I was going down a hill, but it was fine because, I mean, all cars have emergency brakes, right?
Right.
So I just slow down a little. When I get to the stop lights, I pull up the emergency brake. When it's time to go, I put it down. So the crime I'm doing is I don't want to pay for a tow job because they're expensive. So I'm going to knowingly hop in a car with no brakes and scoot over to a gas station.
Oh, no.
Well, that's not that far probably, though, right?
It's a little far. Because it's not just a gas station. It's got to be like a garage that repairs stuff. And I just don't give a shit. The only thing I'm doing to keep other people safe is I'm doing it at night. Mm-hmm. So also less chance of getting caught.
Have somebody pull you and just tie a rope, put yours in neutral, and just pull it.
That's illegal here anyway.
Oh, is it? Oh, we do it here all the time.
Yeah. You just got to put right in tow on the window.
And people, a lot of times, if you have a standard. To get the standard to pop into gear, they'll have a car just bump the back of them, and it shifts them into gear, and they go.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
people do that all the time.
Also, I don't know if it would be a good idea to tow a car that has no brakes.
No.
Oh,
because you got to stop, and then you're just going to get slammed in the...
Yeah,
you're just going to get hit sometime. That's not a good idea. Scratch that.
But yeah, this is going to be fine.
That's what happens in the country when you think that's a good idea, and then you're like, oh no, we don't have brakes, and then you both crash both cars.
Yeah.
In the process.
I'm sure people have done it here.
Stuff.
I
feel like this is a sitcom, is what happened. That would have happened in like Trailer Park Boys at some point.
Oh yeah, probably. And I'm sure it was happened like to 10 people that I could probably see from here.
You know what you need to do is open your Reaper and redo the background noise when they start hammering, because it did register every time.
I know.
So do you guys not redo that every time, or do you just let it?
Yeah, I do. But the problem
is... They're not
that
hammering right now, but they're going to.
It's picking up fucking somebody hammering out there.
Oh, let me look and see if they're done. Hold on. They might have...
What are they doing?
Who knows? They just stand out there and pretend to work.
They really don't do anything out here.
How high up are you guys anyway?
Second floor.
Oh, okay.
I don't see them anymore.
Okay.
So we might be all right.
That's fine.
And they're like, so they have these 2 storage buildings that are literally right outside that window where all the stuff for the whole complex is stored in those garages right there, and so they're always just out there.
It's like the whole maintenance crew just hangs out there after work for
even
like
after
4
work,
hours.
They're out there till like 9 p.m. They're just laughing and drinking.
I think that's like just their after work hangout area.
Yeah, they just hang out by the garages.
They open the garage, have the trucks parked there.
So king of the hill.
Oh my god, it's so country.
Like, exactly.
All the trucks are parked.
When work's over, do you hear ding, 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 ding?
No.
And there's parking spots, and they don't use the parking spots. They park the trucks along the road so that half the road is taken up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, please.
Yeah.
Just pull into a spot. It's not that hard.
It's fucking ignoramuses.
Bruh.
Yeah. No, it's different music you hear. But
It's
Drink some of
Tejano
that.
or like, what's the one? Reggaeton?
something like that.
Rigatoni?
Yeah,
Rigatoni, yeah.
It's rigatoni.
It's Italian music.
Italian. Oh, God.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Is that a freckle? Yeah, that's a freckle.
Is that a freckle?
I was like, what's
It's
that?
another soul.
I was like, because
Yeah,
I
you gotta-
shaved the sides of my hair and I thought I might have missed a piece.
Oh.
That's a freckle.
Oh, no, just
No, it's just a soul.
a fresh
Yeah.
kill.
I'm getting those liver spots like Mr. Burns.
No.
No, I'm not. It's
I
a
cut my
freckle.
hair too. You see?
Yeah, I could tell right away.
I did a good job.
Very good. And you definitely trimmed up the beard a little too, I think.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Finally.
This part, the
so
neck.
much better.
You don't want this part. This part does no good.
I
Yeah.
hate the neck beard. It's so gross.
It's the dangles on the
Ugh.
outside.
You look like
The
Christy
front
Lou
part
a little.
covers it
It's
though. The front part will,
Yeah.
like that's why I leave this a little longer so they don't see
From
my
the front
woggles.
it does, yeah.
Yeah.
From the side.
I don't let people look at me on the side.
You're always facing.
You're always just turned
Like,
the
towards
opposite
the
of
I'm
That's
actually,
good.
I don't know if you know this term, I'm a billboard. That no matter what direction you look at me from, I'm face on.
You're still looking right at your eyes.
That's funny. I saw a post the other day that was talking about why they don't allow Simpsons characters to be drawn from the front, and it was like one frame of like Bart turning his head, and it looked so weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
You don't see him from the front?
Mm-mm.
No, they did it once, like you were saying. Because they actually did it once.
Google it. Hold
Yeah.
on.
And then somebody posted actual drawing notes from Simpson animators, and it was like do's and don'ts of Simpsons characters, and it had all these examples of eye placement and mouth and teeth and ears and all this stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it happens from
Animators'
time
notes.
to time, but they look real weird.
Mm-hmm.
Simpsons front view. There's several.
Yeah, they look really weird.
No, it's pretty normal.
No, those aren't actual, in the actual show, though. Look at Bart from the front. See, these are, actual drawings of them that people, but, in the actual show, if they're ever shown from the front, they look really weird.
Here's a good example.
Bart looks weird from the front. The rest of them don't really look that weird from the front. Bart's face is like a weird shape.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There's Mr. Burns. He
Interesting.
definitely looks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Jesus. His face is so
I saw a
pointy.
Homer one that was really funny, too.
Why is his face so pointy?
I don't know.
Do you guys like crab?
Yes.
I got
Never had it.
What?
Joking. Crabs.
Oh. Well, that's good to know. Anyway, I just got a big sack of fresh crab delivered about an hour and a half ago. And
Really?
Ooh,
I am
what you
going
gonna
to-
make?
I'm going to make Thai crab fried rice because it lets
that
me use a
sounds
lot of my favorite
delicious.
ingredients like fish sauce and cilantro and crab and rice.
That does sound good.
Mm-hmm. And an egg or two.
An egg or two?
An egg or
I know
two.
you want to talk about the ramen, but don't talk about it yet.
No, I won't. But we did have it.
You have another lucky question coming for you.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Are you
I
going to
don't know.
redo the background noise real quick?
No, I was just looking to make sure we're still good. It's a little.
It's
touch.
a little
Beep,
high.
boop, beep,
I'll be
boop.
quiet.
Just 1 sec.
Did you guys
Not
know
Yogpod.
that the Wachowski brothers are now the Wachowski sisters?
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Both of
Why?
They're
them.
trans.
Oh.
Both of them. That's the odd part. Like,
Mm-hmm. You know,
you
they just do
wonder.
everything together.
We have 11 5-star ratings.
I can't see the ratings. Why can't I see the ratings?
That is the
there
rating.
you go down here. Super hilarious. Lubug97.
Yeah, you can't see them all from this view.
Do you know
There's
all these people?
Probably 6 or 7 comments. No.
Blake Maurice, great dynamic personalities, entertaining all podcasts. Oh, these are old ones.
Those are the old ones, but
I mean,
it doesn't let you get...
Do you know that
actual
person?
icons. Nope.
Do you know any of these people?
I don't know.
I know one of them. The one that says rhymes with karate is Matt.
Oh,
but he's the only one that I know.
That's the Zarate kid.
Out of 273 YouTube comments, I got my first mean one the other day.
What? About
Those
what?
bastards.
It was over such a small thing. He had like a freaking rage over it. Like in my tutorial for beginners, I told them to delete the cube before we start. And he got mad because he felt that was too noob for people. And he was like, ow.
That's not really something to get mad about, though.
No, let me read this thing. Because it's like, I don't know, like he had some kind of brain spasm and freaked out over nothing.
Oh, and we know that this was Laz, right?
Yes, the bioluminescent idiot.
idiot.
So yeah, we didn't get any more actual like written reviews, but we got some
we
more.
have more 5 stars.
We're at 11.
Oh.
I'm
We made it,
shocked
boys.
Why don't you rate us 5
that we
star,
have
jackass?
some that we don't know.
Boom.
Actually, most of them, I guess.
Most of them we don't know.
There, I just rated 5 stars.
Most people
I
I
didn't know
know
I
don't
could.
even know I do this.
I'm on
So.
I know, right? Amanda, we've talked about it before. She gets all upset because people don't listen that we know, and I'm like, I'd rather people.
Yeah, I'm
have
glad they
other-
don't. I don't need them
other
hearing the
people.
stories I tell about them.
I don't like people at work listening.
Yeah, well, Matt's
Yeah.
different.
But it's a
Yeah,
short
Matt's like,
step
he won't
from
rat
people
me out.
you know listening to people you work with
Mhm.
listening.
That's true, because then we're in meetings and he starts making jokes about stuff on the podcast and people are going to be like, you do a podcast? And I'm like, oh, shit,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
No, we don't. So I was going to tell you, Nick. So our old fat cat, all the time, constantly, 'cause she can't jump up to get water.
Yeah.
So we were having to get cups of water and give them to her, and then the kittens would knock the cups over. It was just like a huge hassle, right? Whatever. And so we were like, ooh, here we're going to solve this problem. So we bought one of those continuously filtering running water fountains for the cats.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the ground, and it pumps through a stainless steel thing, and there's like a flowing water or whatever. But she would not use it. We've had it for how long now? Probably 10 days?
A week and a little over.
And I tried everything. So finally I was like, I'd get a cup of water and put it by the fountain so she'd get used to going to that spot for the water. And finally today, I saw her drink from the fountain for the first time.
Oh, good. Maybe she'll continue.
And I was like, finally, maybe she'll leave us the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm. She's so annoying.
I know what this is about now. I
What?
know what this is about. This is someone who's heard me talk about Flat Earth.
Oh.
Because read
the comment.
I just clicked
Which
on
video
his,
is it on?
It's on the one, paint real textures right on your model and embed them in FBX. Easy.
Okay, and so that's not even anything to get mad about. So what did he say?
He said, "Oh my god, please do not rant about deleting and creating the damn cube. There are literally millions of lame tutorials that waste time with ultra noob instructions. Please take a look at other tutorials before assuming everyone has to go through these painful steps."
You're like,
That's not a real concern.
so yours was a beginner tutorial, though, right?
Yeah.
They're supposed to be beginner friendly.
Yeah, exactly. And then I go to his page and all his liked videos are Alex Jones and Flat Earth and fucking shit like
Isn't
that.
Alex Jones the InfoWars guy?
Yes. So
Yeah,
now I
that's
feel
what I
a lot
thought.
better because this guy's a complete nutter for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder if I can see.
So
my
Nick, we might have to
comments.
get Vermintide too, Nick.
It looks pretty good actually.
It's like all the rage right now. All of a sudden, it's like the hotness.
The first one was really good and it didn't have like a quarter of the features.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
I've
couldn't
seen
choose
this
a
one
career
has-
path or anything.
Yeah, this has like classes and subclasses and specializations and loot like Diablo and. I mean, not like Diablo, like other games that have loot. Because you don't.
Yeah, don't mention that. Why would you tell me that? What we really need to get somehow is Sea of Thieves,
Mhm.
but we can't pay for it
Teeves.
Why not?
because it's like $70-$80. We need to somehow trick someone into
Deal.
buying it for us.
Good
So,
Lord.
yeah.
That's
But-
redonkulous.
Amanda, even you would love that game. I guarantee it. I guarantee
What
it.
is it? I see people talking about it all the time, but explain it to me.
It's you get a crew together and you get a ship and you go look for treasure. And you have a captain who steers, and then they tell you to raise the flag,
So I'm the captain.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
this the question where we
should
were
we
like...
talk about this on the show?
No, this can be part
This
of the
is
outtakes.
gaming.
It's fine. So this is where we had that question that asked if I would be the captain, right?
Oh, was that related to that game?
I think
I
so.
think it was because
Oh,
of Sea
okay.
of Thieves that they asked
so
that.
you could be the captain. You'd be
I
steering the
remember.
ship.
And then there was like Master at Arms, First
Oh,
Mate.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Poop deck swabber.
Yeah, and then the deck swabber would be Grim. I remember that question.
I actually
so that's
ended
that
up playing
game.
it
Okay.
in the final beta for 12 hours.
Were you the poop deck swabber?
No, I was like, it was only two people it was only me and someone else I knew playing, so we had a very small, minimal crew
Yeah.
for a great
I
big
saw
ship.
you chatting about it on Twitter.
Oh, it's so good. It's the best game I ever played in my life.
What?
Wow.
Yep, without a doubt. I don't even have to think about it. I even dreamt about it.
Wow.
But we did a very pirate thing. We got a lot of treasure from this island and some random person we had brought with us. Well, we didn't want to share it when we got back to the outpost, so we locked them in the brig. Like, you can vote to lock people in the brig.
Oh, no.
And they can't get out until you let them out. So we said, we'll leave you down there till the ship sinks or forever, whichever comes first. Or we can fire you onto another ship from our cannons. And they chose to take the cannon route, so we loaded them into a cannon and we passed another ship and fired them onto it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And we got back
I
and we
am
turned in the
impressed
treasure.
that that's even an option. Like, the option to shoot someone out of a cannon. That's amazing.
Yeah, what it's typically for is to get yourself onto an island quicker. So you shoot yourself out of the cannon onto the island instead of swimming
You can
out.
actually do that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you can hop in and someone else can aim it for you and that stuff. And you can catch
Kind of fun.
animals in like cages and bring them. And you dig down for treasure and all that kind of stuff. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Man, maybe we should have talked about that on the show.
Well, it'll be on. We'll just put it on the clip show.
We can still talk about it.
We have a lot to talk about this week.
Do we?
We do.
All right. I finished up a little bit of bourbon out of the freezer.
You
And
could tell
bourbon
that
in the
Luke
freezer?
didn't want to record today, and I was like, please take a drink.
I told her that. I was like, I should probably get something to drink.
He needs an attitude adjustment. Please take a drink.
Are you cranky?
Just no.
He's just feeling lazy today.
Yeah, what was that?
That's understandable.
It's a lazy Wednesday.
I went for a walk right before we started. Which actually...
On purpose?
Yeah, on purpose. Well, I didn't have a choice. I got no breaks. But,
Oh, right.
but I try to
catching
anyway,
Pokemon?
because I only do that in Pokemon season. Which I can't go to the lighthouse and catch Pokemon anyway until late April, early May.
Why?
Because Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson are filming a movie there, and they blocked it all out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Go anyway. Be like an accidental extra again, like that one time that you walked onto a movie.
It's a little harder here because they blocked it out. I'd have to sort of swim around.
Swim around and come up from the shore. They'll be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Just come up like shaking your hair and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong place."
Excuse me. And he just flips his hair. I didn't
It's
know you were
kind of
filming
cool
here.
because it's a horror movie. It's called The Lighthouse. But they didn't want to use they like the landscape, but they don't like our lighthouse, so they built another lighthouse right next to our lighthouse.
What?
Like a set?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
You think they
And-
would just use the one that was there?
Our airport is also shut down because they're using all the hangars as sound stages. So,
Oh my god,
God.
that's crazy!
yeah.
Fucking
And
Hollywood.
there's a lot of shit going on here in my life.
That is
Guess
weird.
so.
That is weird that that's happening in your little town.
Yeah, I know. They
Now
like
they're doing
film
the
movies
yard.
right here.
And that's Holly weird for you. That's what people call it.
Well,
Yeah, I
every
hear it.
interesting story I hear about the United States is about Austin, so you guys got a lot of shit going on outside that window.
Apparently.
Right now, it's just them doing the yard while I'm trying to record shit
I don't
all
think
the
that's
time.
picking up, though.
It's pretty loud.
Well, if you quit talking, we might be able to hear it. No, see, it's not picking up. You can watch over here on the blue.
I'll be surprised if you don't hear that. I'm just saying.
Well, you can actually see that it's not.
Because it's unbelievably loud.
You can see with your earballs. Oh, they're getting closer.
Yeah, they're coming towards us now.
This is like one of the mechanics from Outlast 2. You got a little sound thing that lets you know when they're getting closer.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the motion detectors on aliens.
Yep.
They're all around us, man!
Game over.
That's a different part. But yeah.
Oh.
What are you looking
planning
for
our-
coupons for?
We're planning our daily taco eating.
I was talking to Zarate about that, and he was like, do you know I'm Hispanic, and you eat more tacos and burritos than my entire family
Combined, yeah.
combined. And I'm like, that's probably true.
That's true.
I would believe that.
Oh, they're so good,
I
though.
probably eat more rice than Asians eat.
I don't know that that's true.
I mean,
I don't know. I eat a sack at
more-
a time.
more rice than Lucy Lou cooks.
God dang it, Lucas!
That was funny.
Oh, my God.
You're so ridiculous.
Hey, okay, it made sense
That's our
logically.
code now. Every time I say
All right,
ridiculous,
it made
you know
sense.
what I mean.
Because the other ones are just generic-ass white girls, and Lucy Lou...
And they're getting kind of busted.
Yeah, and Lucy Lou's also, honestly probably the hottest of
She
all three.
is. She's definitely the hottest.
So,
Yeah, I think she is.
yeah.
Wait, hold on. I have a little game I like to play. I go to Google and I type in Lucy Lou, but then I add 2017 after it.
Do that for Cameron Diaz and you'll want to kill yourself.
Lucy Lou looks about the same.
What about
That's
Melissa Joan Hart?
No, do Drew Barrymore 2017 and you're going to throw up in your mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Is she alright?
Ugh.
She's getting a little slack.
Drew Barrymore is a roller coaster.
She did a lot of drugs in her younger years, y'all.
She's a roller coaster of looks. You know, she'll go through phases of looking good, and then...
Do you remember when she was the spokesperson for CoverGirl and she's like, last blast and mascara with her lisp? I'm like, can you write better lines for her?
It's like the poor girl that does the Smart Water
God.
commercial.
I think
Not
I
to
already
throw
talked
shade
about
at
this,
those
but do you
clouds.
guys remember Fiona Apple?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you told me about
she used
that
to
one.
be pretty. She is horrifying
We actually
now.
talked about that on one of the shows.
Did we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Because I heard it when I was traveling. I was listening to some of the old ones. And
Oh.
yeah, you
She
had
looks
mentioned...
dead.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I mean, she looked a little dead before. 'Cause she
Looking
was so
like
hungry.
a criminal.
Let's see. Who's someone we haven't heard from in a while that's a famous person?
I want you
This
to
is her
know.
now. Ugh.
Alanis
Oh.
Morissette.
Ugh.
Yeah. Arrested in Texas.
Yep.
Who?
Fiona Apple.
Oh.
Oh,
You
she
want to
looks
see Alanis
looks
Morissette?
bad.
rough. Oh, that was her earlier. This was younger. Yeah, sure.
I mean, not as bad as Fiona Apple, but I never thought she was good looking.
I don't think she was pretty ever anyway. Oh, he put her there. Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, no.
She lost her chin.
That doesn't even look like her. She looks so bad. Is that her stunt double?
Yeah, that's her.
Remember her in
He's a-
Dogma? You hated that movie, but yeah.
Here's another one just for I don't know comparison.
Ugh.
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
It's better there.
What was her husband thinking? Do you remember? She was married to
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Why would he marry her? What's wrong?
You didn't know that?
Nope.
That was his first wife.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Was
Also, Joey Gladstone.
Oh, God. Cut it out.
Yeah. Apparently, he's the one that she wrote "You Ought to Know About."
Yeah.
I don't
That
know
was-
who that is.
Joey from Full House. Uncle Joey.
Ew, gross. He's disgusting.
Well, that was the whole Robin Sparkles joke. Was wrote the song about a famous person. She was supposed to be like the Alanis Morissette, and Alanis Morissette wrote that about Dave Coulier.
Gross.
And Dave Coulier was in that episode. He's like, it wasn't about me. And it ended up being about Paul Schaefer. It was called P.S. I Love You.
Paul Schaefer.
P.S.
I love
Paul
you.
Schaefer. That's some How I Met Your Mother knowledge right
That's
there.
right.
That we're dropping on you. I'm happy for you.
I hate Lance Morissette so much.
She's singing it in the other room.
It is so horrible.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to For Honor?
It's still a game. I don't know.
No one plays it, I'm assuming.
I have not even. Well, the balance was so bad on it that I don't know if they ever fixed it.
I heard it was also like hosted by someone else in the game too. Like there's no dedicated servers.
Oh, probably. That's the one I need. Okay. My God, all these emails. Okay, yeah. Oh man. A shit perverted like me, Mr. Duplicity. She go down on you in a theater.
Oh, that's unsanitary.
Yeah, I know.
Every time I hear that line, I'm like, you bitch, you're ruining this for everyone. There's other people who use this theater. Don't be doing that. God damn.
You're like, I'm trying to masturbate over here. Come on.
Yeah, like, I don't need to see this.
Good Lord.
Just went to the Humble Bundle website and I saw a game that I've never seen before called The Land of Pain. Looks really good.
Oh, yeah? I have not launched Steam in a while, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Been playing Destiny 2.
Oh, yes. Which you launch off of Blizzard.
Well, my PlayStation right now.
Well, yeah. But if you were on PC, then it would be
Yes, eventually.
launched off of that. Oh, that
So
game
there's
made with the CryEngine.
There was a, what do you call it? A Reddit post that was like a rant post on the Destiny subreddit. And it was really funny because it was like, I didn't play Destiny 1, so I don't know about you all, was like the title. But and then it just like went into, it's like, you all need to shut the fuck up and quit whining about every little thing. And it was like, this subreddit was good for like the first week and it was all praising everything. And then it was just a bitch fest. And like everybody Bungie please. And like, and the best part though of it is he said something like, everybody is acting like Bungie's your snack dad, just waiting to bring you treats, you know, when you're calling for them. And like, he went on this whole long rant, and then most of the comments were like, wait, what's a snack dad? And like, it just devolved into this whole thing. It's like, you know, it's like the dad that caters to your every whim and brings you, you know, like sodas. And
one of those before.
Me neither, but it was so funny that he said it, and that's what caught on. And it like got like 13,000 upvotes or something in the first few days. And Bungie devs actually went, and there's like an Hour t-shirt place by their, and they got shirts that say Snack Dad on them.
That's funny.
And as like a joke because of it. And then after all that, like in the evening, I'm like, I wonder if anybody's made a clan yet for Snack Dads. And they hadn't. So I made a clan called Snack Dads. And I used it for my PC account because I'm already in one for my PlayStation one. And so I've basically domain sat Snack Dad on that.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so I own that clan now for Destiny. And,
that makes me want to join that clan, but not play Destiny.
I know, right? So I don't know. I might
branch into other games or something.
We might keep it for our what do you call it? Our PC clan, but the clans do carry over in the progress and stuff. I think so. We might just keep our team best one, our best tickles. That's what it's called.
Here's another picture.
And if we keep that, then I might actually just message the guy on Reddit and be like, hey, I can transfer the ownership if you want.
but more.
Wasn't it weird, Nick? Did you see? Wasn't it weird that I found or heard about and then posted the city Grimsby in the United Kingdom, and then he was like, "Wait, today I heard about Grimsby, Canada." I'm like, who names their town that?
That's pretty effing weird.
And also that we did it on the same day. It's weird.
It's like you collaborated.
It's not a coincidence. People who have met Grimm name their places after him.
That's true. Little do they know that all those places named Grimsby across the globe are just various places that he's buried parts of bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Each piece in a separate place, so it's hard to find.
I think he's just getting his enemies.
He's getting his mise en place together to make something.
What the fuck
epic.
does that mean?
Nick knows what mise en place is.
What is it?
It means everything in place. Yeah.
How do you know that word?
It's from cooking.
It's a cooking thing.
It's what you call it because of the traditional French techniques. It's the French term for that.
Oh, like where you have all your ingredients laid out in the right amounts, and then you are just you just can dump them.
Pre-preparation. Get your mise en place together.
Oh, the more you know.
That was nice. Yeah.
It's actually very important. I've come to find out.
I do feel more comfortable. Right, I feel more comfortable when I cook and that kind of thing. When I have all the ingredients already pre-measured and laid out, I feel more comfortable.
It's like that whole the 6 P's of life.
What is that?
Prior preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Oh, I've never heard that before.
I've never heard that either.
No?
I've only ever heard kiss.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Stupid.
Have either of you ever worked in a hospital?
No.
You might, if you're ever there, hopefully you don't hear this, but if they say PPPBBB. No,
Okay.
wait. Good.
He's working it out in his head. Hold on. How many fingers do you have?
Oh, yeah. It's PPPBBB.
Okay, what does it stand for?
Well, if they don't want to let a family or individual know that they are going to die right away until they've had time to prepare, they say, please put pine box besides bed.
Wow, that must be real old school.
Yeah. Interesting.
Please put pine box beside bed.
I'd like to work like in the hospital industry, but like super high up where I don't have to like deal with.
You want to work in hospital administration?
Yeah. They make really good money.
Nobody ever aspires to be
some terrible stuff.
It's like nobody ever aspires to be in hospital administration.
Well, they opened that
Who
really
are you, Annie?
They opened that really nice one in Georgetown.
Remember, that's what Annie made her major on,
know.
community.
It's easier to do that than try to
Later
switch to
seasons,
like
that's what she went
forensic science. I'm not going to start over and do that.
You're just like quoting Annie now at this point. Or was that Britta that wanted to do that?
No, that was Annie also.
God dang it. Oh, man.
I need to stop
watch
this and
less
restart
TV
this, don't I?
shows.
What is a pop socket?
I don't know.
What?
In relation to something for a cell phone, what might a pop socket be?
A what? No idea.
I don't know.
Hold on. I don't
You have
know
a
either.
picture?
Does this, what is this?
Zoom in, Luke.
Enhance. Zoom
That's as
in.
big as it gets.
Oh, I know what it is. So
What is
you hook it onto the back of your phone so that you
Right.
can lean your phone on something without having to hold it, and then also you can put your fingers between it so you don't have to put your pinky underneath your phone to hold it. You just put your fingers between the pop.
Oh my
on
goodness.
their phone.
Because
Wow,
if you
that
look,
seems incredibly redundant.
no, because look at your pinky. Look at your pinky now.
What about
What's
it?
wrong with my pinky?
It floats out further than it's supposed to.
They always have done that.
No,
Cell
it's
phones
from
have
cell
nothing
phone
I
to do
don't
use.
with
know,
that.
man.
Mine does by a lot.
Cell phones
Look at
have
that.
nothing
But
to do
why?
with that.
at
Why
that.
is the other hand doing it?
Because you use both.
No.
I
You're making
do.
shit up. You
Wait,
go back
do you
and look.
use your phone on the side a lot like this?
I hold it like this with a pinky,
Right.
or on the other hand with a pinky.
Well,
On
I
the
only
bottom.
do it on one, and my pinkies are
Yeah,
identical.
mine's always on the left.
No, you don't. You use both, and you do like this. You literally flip it every time you go to type.
As long as you don't use like the old person one where you're like,
I don't have my pinkies. It's just curled under. You're making shit up, all right? That is not
Google
why
it.
this is
pinkies.
fake news. Fake
Google
news.
it.
Floating pinky is
Google
not due to holding cell
Google
phones.
it. Google it.
Oh my
Say
god.
pinky displacement cell phone.
Pinky displacement cell
phone.
phone. This is such bullshit. You probably don't have smartphone pinky is the first fucking thing up there.
But I do. Look at it.
No, that's if it's bent. Look at this.
Well, mine's not bent, but it floats like further down.
That's probably just how your pinky looks, is what it says from Popular Science
Now go back.
magazine.
You just never looked at it until
would
you
be
read
pretty
that article,
hard.
probably.
That. Like how far out it is.
That's him flexing it out to show you the indention in it.
This is
Yeah,
me
why are
not
we
flexing.
not recording this nonsense?
We are.
Okay.
Look how far
That
my
should've been.
pinky dangles
It
without me
doesn't
flexing.
matter. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same.
So now I've purposefully started not using my pinky because I worry about
Jesus.
it.
This is one of those stupid internet things.
So now
it's
I don't use
WebMD.
my-
This is WebMD shit.
Now I don't
basically.
use my pinky because
You know what
I'm
obviously
afraid,
causes that? Cancer.
I'm
You
afraid
know.
that we're gonna like evolve into our pinkies being all
You know, it
deformed
takes a
from cell
lot
phone
more than
use.
holding a cell phone for a generation to evolve.
Oh my god, please.
That's not how evolution works anyway.
It's just gonna be all crinkled, and we're gonna be
Oh my
like, "How are
God.
ye?" with these crinkly pinkies.
They don't teach science in Texas at
That's
all.
not how evolution works. Evolution works from a mutation from birth that gets passed down genetic line. It's not something that happens during your lifetime that changes. Like, if I got a toe cut off like I did, it's not going to affect evolution.
All your
of
children would
offspring.
never have toes again.
Exactly. Ridiculous. It's like talking to Carl Pilkington over here. It's what trying to have Ricky explain what evolution is. All right, guys. Thank you for coming and checking us out again this week. That is it for the clip show. It is quote unquote episode 33. We, had some snafu from the numbering way back when, so figured we'd backfill. And, we will be back next week with the horror cast that Amanda, Imorpheus, Cake Wolf, and Richard recorded. And then after that, we will be back with another one the week after. So we will see you then. Thanks, guys. Bye.